Hello, hello, and welcome, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers. Welcome to our 5-card draw, What Do We Need read for this beautiful new to full moon, July into August 2023. What a mouthful. I am your reader, Venus in Libra, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Production since 1998, 25 years in service. I'm really grateful. Author of Words of Grace, from a professional witch, or two versions of it, the original and the Kindle version. The Kindle version you can preview for free with a link in the description box if you like. It's in chakra chapters. I love that book, and we're working on the next one already. And the original version, though, is over on Patreon, and we had to pare it down quite a bit to make it all good on Kindle. Some of my subscribers get that on my patreon.com/Drawing the Circle members only subscription platform, but all of my subscribers, regardless of level of subscription, get 3 benefits in common. Number 1, the daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can literally chat with me about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And honestly, it lines me up for everything else I have to do in the day, considering what I do for a living. And they also get all the extended readings, all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube. They're all relationships, soul contract, twin flame, soulmate, true love, all of those based. They're all timeless, and there's a lot of them. So they get those, as well as they get an extensive discount, private sessions with me. We'll talk about that at the end of the reading, because really, I love my Patreon, and it set me up for this reading today. I just had some lovely breath work and meditation getting ready for this. But if you feel so drawn, if you feel so called, my beloved 7th housers, click the link, check it out. Oh, we have 2 free trials, 7-day free trials, Seeker and Human, our first 2 tiers. So dip a toe, jump out if it's not your gig, and come play Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons. I mean, look at my hair, obviously. But you can just call me Mal. Hey, boop. I am, like I said, some pretty powerful breath work and prayer and meditation to set me up for this 5-card draw. So let's do some explanation for the new Libras and the cross watchers, and then we'll get to the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you've heard it before, but we are going to talk about the astrology for this 14-day period with some very interesting things going on. This beautiful full to new, beautiful new to full, July into August. 5-card draw, 1 card, 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything. We're looking, like I said, at a 2-week period. But the waxing, plant a seed at the new, help it grow to the full. These 5 decks represent the 5 magical elements. We'll start with fire, then go earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you fine-tune, align, clarify your intention, your heart's desire, your element of fire, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart desires, or maybe what's required to do that, because our heart's desires are part of our sacred contracts in my experience, right? So no matter where you go, there they are, right? So they're part of a larger plan for something better than we can imagine or conceive. Call it what you like. So as each one of us does that even a little bit, it helps all of us do that. So cross-watchers, total opportunity here for you to get a little insight, understanding, sympathy, and empathy for the Libra you are cross-watching for, so that maybe you can help them manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, with the spirit of unity for the well-being of all. So let's look at the astrology, shall we? Because it's an interesting one, I will say. New moon in Cancer on a Monday. For starters, it's a new moon on Monday. Someone wake up Simon Le Bon. But it is also the sign of Cancer, ruled by the moon on Monday, the moon day, right? The day of the moon, on July 17th, 2:32 p.m. Eastern Time. But remember that number, 232, because 2 weeks later, the full moon in Aquarius, Tuesday, August 1st, 2:32 p.m. I've never seen that before. I mean, I've been doing it this way for my whole life, but I've never seen that happen before. That's precision, right? Tuesday, August 1st, which is also Lughnasadh, or Lammas, one of the pagan days and the holy days in the Wheel of the Year, one of the solar holidays, which is very, very powerful for a full moon. I gotta say, a full moon on a Lammas, a loaf mass, it's been called different things, but it's when the sun is at 15 degrees Leo. Yeah, that's how that goes. And in between those two dates of note, Venus is going retrograde July 22nd. I mean, that's going to hit all of us, but it is ruling planet here for Libras as well as Taurus. Sun will go into Leo July 22nd, which it's going to do anyway. That's, Leo's whatever. So happy birthday, sun signs. Also on the 22nd. This is the big one, Chiron. The Wounded Healer is an asteroid. If you can see where it is in your chart, it's going to retrograde on the 23rd. So really, the 22nd and the 23rd, you see what I mean? It's like, okay, those days we need to like maybe take it down a notch. Venus going retrograde, which it does every 2 years or so, right? Venus, I forget what that's in, it's going retrograde. Sun in Leo, Chiron retrograde on the 23rd. Then Mercury goes into Virgo on the 28th. I feel like as air signs in general, that Chiron retrograde is going to hit everybody, particularly generationally, because it is the Wounded Healer. They keep bringing me back to this. Of course, look at the astrological information if you want to go deeper. Air signs, right? Just kind of like get more info. But also look at the mythology of Chiron, the Wounded Healer in Greek mythology, because he is also the teacher of heroes, right? So there's a lot there. Circe by Madeline Miller, I mean, her depiction, as well as in the Song of Achilles. Very, very powerful, clarifying in some ways energy of that Wounded Healer Chiron, because we're all going to be facing our unhealed stuff, but it allows us the compassion to help others heal because we've survived our wounds. Yeah, so that's a lot, granted, but it is my favorite series, this series, the 5-card draws. They've been called magical spell kits. Hey, you do you, but it is my honor and my pleasure to do these reads. So I guess that's enough explanation. Let's do the divination. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the very best that I can to get us all the clarity, guidance, and grace we can. The clues, the tips, the hints to manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire. And cross-watchers, you're helping us, all of us, do this, myself included. So thank you. Please take a nice deep breath. What a kind way to cross-watch. Still point. Ancestors override. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for us Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers who are watching this video drawn to this reading. Please, beloved ancestors, using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. There you go. What is the spell fragment for the element of fire to help us clarify what we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, perhaps instead what might be required to manifest our heart's desire this beautiful, beautiful July into August? Divine guidance. Okay. It's how I run my life. Whispers from the beings who shine, let their messages be clear and kind. Well, it says let their message be clear and kind, but usually it's more than one. Or holographically all at once. That's fun to cope with as a clairvoyant. Yeah. So, divine guidance. Now I could see that being somebody's heart's desire at core. If they're a mystic in their lifetime, it's like, all I want is the divine guidance because everybody else is nuts, right? We've had moments. So for an element of fire, obviously that could be what is required, which means the guidance is not necessarily from people down here. If you get what I'm saying. Okay, the fuel to feed that fire, the element of earth, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, opportunity for amulet, talisman, you do you. I lock these spells into the same 4 pieces of jewelry, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, as a touchstone, as a reminder. And so I apply the 5-card beautiful, beautiful reads and the 8-card draw shadow reads to my own energy field, because why not? So, and they're working. So let's ask my beloved Archangel Ariel about the element of earth. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel, override. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, powers of earth, hence the crystal oracle. She's right there. Please, beloved ones, one card in clarity using the crystal oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. What is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, your oracle message for the element of earth to fuel that fire and manifest our heart's desire, which either is or does require divine guidance this new to full? Ooh, calcite, got that. Calcite's a lovely stone. Comes in many different colors, and you can get really specific on what it is that it does. I'm sure, I mean, you got a calcite egg back there somewhere. Yeah, it's somewhere. Virgo, you know, Virgo sun sign. They're here somewhere. Calcite, energy, vitality, enhanced memory, well, it's going to be helpful with the divine guidance, one would think, study, communication, and expansion. That's 6 keywords. I will keep this open on the table. Your energy levels are on the increase, and you will soon feel a newfound sense of vitality and enthusiasm for life. An exciting new venture is in store. You will find yourself communicating your ideas and feelings to others with clarity and certainty. Well, considering what I do for a living and how much I surrender to divine guidance on the daily, I think this taking it a little personally. Someone called Don Miguel Ruiz, I'm sure he'll be okay with it. People will pay attention and will want to hear, will want to be a part of your venture. Go Team Venture. Calcite is also about expanded awareness, which stems from knowledge, study, and learning. Air sign, this magical crystal will assist you in your studies and enhance your memory. Help me find my keys, that would be nice too. It will also help you put your knowledge to good use in ways that expand the possibilities for your life. Okay, with divine guidance, our ability to communicate clearly, having that energy. I mean, spirit and energy are symbolically at least the same word. Vitality, right? So definitely the chakras are in alignment, one would think, to sustain that. Enhanced memory, study, very element of air. Communication, very element of air. But for expanded possibilities, yeah, that's a lot. Okay, good. Got a bit to process, a bit to balance there, but we can handle it. Cardinal air, right? Creative air. Take them elements, whip them up into something. So speaking of the element of air, we're going to use the Archangel Fire Oracle, Alexandra Wenman, Finned Horn Press. Everyone has access to archangels. I'm pretty much going to say this every single time because I think it's important, if people don't know this, that maybe it'll trigger something in a good way. Everyone has access to archangels because everyone's higher self has been called a guardian angel. So in the old way of looking at it, guardian angels sort of get together by the trillions and create archangels. And then the archangels club up together and they become the thrones, the powers, the dominions, the principalities, the cherubim, the seraphim. I'm sure I'm missing some. All the way back to the source wall. And beyond the source wall, it's just Om. And there's no place like Om. So yeah, we're one with all of it, but we gotta ask, right? That kind of love, that kind of celestial, higher vibe consciousness does not intervene unless invited. If they're cool like that, please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Archangelic override. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of archangels for us Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and crosswatchers who are watching this video. And drawn to this reading. Who's the archangel in the wings, waiting with their wings, ready to zoom in and help with the element of air, the thoughts about all this stuff. The element of air to stoke that fire, manifest our heart's desire, which either is or does require divine guidance with that calcite vibe. Clarity, communication, expanded possibilities. There's a lot going on there. We'll check on that again in a bit. But who's the archangel for the element of air? This beautiful, beautiful July into August. Ooh, Zachariel, Z-A-C-H, like Zach. Ariel, Z-A-C-H-A-R-I-E-L, I gotta say. You cute. I do like a cute archangel, considering they're higher self collectives. What I love about this deck is they take the archangel celestial beings that really have no form we can possibly handle and put it in a different cultural and historical disguises, masks, archetypes, call it what you will, and I love it. There's so much in here, and I don't know that we've read Zachariel yet. I don't think we have. No, I don't think we have. Zachariel, you ready for this? Graceful surrender. That sounds like a fun weekend, depending on who's there. I need the magnifying glass for this. The angel of surrender, Zachariel's name means remembrance of God, and he asks us to remember that we do not have to carry our burdens alone. It is okay to ask for help when we need it. Sometimes life throws up situations or issues that we may find too difficult to cope with. Like, I don't know, like the past couple of 100 years on planet Earth, we struggle to find answers or solutions, but can find none. And so it is often the case that we end up feeling helpless or like we have lost control. He tells us a problem shared is a problem halved. There is no shame in asking for help. In his card, Zachariel, it's got to be how that's pronounced, is portrayed as a Yazidi man, Y-A-Z-I-D-I, man, a member of an ancient spiritual minority group from Turkey. Oh, no wonder Mediterranean man figures. DNA, activate. Syria and Iraq, who have faced persecution and genocide, like Azariel, Zarachiel helps us surrender to the divine when we have nowhere else to turn. Now, look, that just kicked this reading up to a whole other level, particularly for element of air, Libra. So situations where the surrender, I mean, it's not about surrendering it this way. Oh, no. You do not have to, like, I don't know, cut up your credit cards and set your house on. No, this is surrender, graceful surrender, a surrender to grace. Grace is the breath of the divine. Grace is closer to you than your own breath. It is, I could go on. Caroline Mace, MYSS, PhD. She can do it better than I can, at least. Not in this format, right? So the message, the material aspect life is only temporary. Gently release any attachments to me, meaning give the attachments there. When you surrender, you open to receive that which is truly yours. This too shall pass. Now, hold on a second. We're still in Letha, right? Pagan wheel of the year. 8 chakras, 8 Sabbath, Samhain at the top, Yule at the bottom. Throat chakra. Letha. Letha, the sacred truth of the throat chakra, surrender your will to the divine. But to the divine. Right? Not necessarily offering your neck to every vampire who might be coming by trying to take you over. Good luck. Teflon neck syndrome. When you surrender, you open to receive that which is truly yours. This too shall pass. You know, and that's something my dad taught me when I was very, very, very young. He said the only thing that will always remain the truth in this world is this too shall pass. And it's true. In this world, this is the world of multiplicity. This is the world of all that rises, falls, all rebirth leads to erosion, no crucifixion without resurrection, blah, 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 blah. Quantum hologram, infinite timelines, blah, blah, blah. You kind of get what I'm saying. So what are you surrendering to? Surrendering the whispers from the beings who shine. Let their message be clear and kind. And then this makes a bit more sense, don't you think? Right? Calcite, energy, vitality, enhanced memory. Study, in other words, we can learn our way through this. Communicate, particularly in prayer, surrender, creativity in some way, to see the possibilities that we may not be able to see. I like it. I like it a lot. I got a piece of calcite, but I'm going to still put it in this ring here. Okay. Zarachiel, cute. You know, I get away with so much, I swear, because I don't take myself so seriously, I'm more fun, and they're like, you're way more fun to work with, and you realize, like, okay. Element of water, the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. She also does the Whispers of Lord Ganesha that we use for the 8-card draw shadow raids. This is the higher selves of all involved. Chances are there may be other people involved here. Could be a solo gig too. Good thing we're all one. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Oh, higher selves override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love? Whispers from the beings who shine. Oh, I've never caught that before. Please, what is your guidance, your grace, your love, your wisdom, your power, the whisper of love to help us, Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, drawn to this reading with the element of water, the love that is the divine power of the heart chakra, the energy and motion we experience as emotion when in physical bodies, though we are immortal souls, to manifest our heart's desire, which either is or does require divine guidance, which if it's of that kind of scale where nowhere to turn, then certainly that could be a heart's desire in and of itself. But with that calcite, that energy, that vitality, that clarity, that communication, and that expansion of opportunities, bringing us above the fray, calling in the graceful surrendering to the Zachariel of our own free will, though. They do not ask that we violate our own free will on that, but surrendering with the will to the divine is better than surrendering it to someone or something out here. So what's the element of water to help us manifest this heart's desire? By water, by earth, by air, and by fire, with the water of the love for the well-being of all this beautiful, beautiful. Express love through gifts. Okay. Express love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. What if, now this might be way through my lens personally, what if you are the vehicle of divine guidance with the energy and the vitality and the ability to communicate for someone who has nowhere to turn? No, sounds a little Libra to me, don't you think? Expressing your love through gifts. Now, need that be monetary? Need that be even a physical gift, right? To give someone a small token at this point, reaching out to someone, right? Or saying, hey, I'm here. That is a gift. It's an open door. What does it feel like when somebody closes a door, right? Or, you know, we'll hold that door and they don't, right? When someone closes a door, it's a feeling of rejection. So what is the symbolic meaning of holding a door open for somebody or opening a door for somebody, right? It's a gift. It's symbolic. That's tarot in the world. That's the life of a professional witch. Clairvoyance for fun and profit, kids. What can I tell you? So this is a really great opportunity, and that's why it changes. Like, each card really changes the vibe of the read as you go. But now this makes you more in the place of the messenger rather than the one necessarily, right? But the message comes through you in order to deliver it. Throat chakra. It's a lot. Okay, alright. Wonderful. Last card down. The Macon Healing Mantra deck. Like I said, that could totally be because of what I do for a living. So, divine guidance. Let's get that last card on the table for the card of spirit. The Macon Healing Mantra deck to unify it, right? So you grab a piece of calcite, something simple. Clear quartz does everything. Divine guidance, put that in it. Calling in Zarachiel, Zachariel, considering I'm going to be working with him for 2 weeks, with the intention, I don't know what gifts to give, but I'm willing to express my love, to express my love and appreciation, and then charge it with this a little bit every day. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Masters, please override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly for the Leo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading using the Macon Healing Mantra deck, please, beloved ones. One card, in clarity, for Spirit. The perfect healing mantra to help us, Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our cross-watchers manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and fire. With this Spirit card, this beautiful, July into August, encountering conflict. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. I know Libra has gotten this before. This is so relevant to where we are on planet Earth in general right now, and it works. It works. It doesn't always work the way you expect it to, but it works. I've had these cards since they came. Oh, wrong book. Woo. I've had these cards since Matt Kahn published them in 2018. They work if you work them. Like I said, I apply these, so I'm used to this one coming up. And at first you're like, oh no, conflict. We're going to have to encounter conflict. Well, what else would you need divine guidance for? And what if somebody is in conflict? There are so many ways to take this one, obviously. Okay, encountering conflict. I don't choose sides. I take a stand. It's very Libra. When conflict is encountered, two opposing viewpoints, Libra, wrestle for a dominant position. Read the Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. Trust me, the first 3 or 4 chapters, you'll get why I recommend it. Each hopes to achieve, really by chapter 4, you're in it. Each hopes to achieve success by changing the other's viewpoint, because there's a competition for the energy. If encountering conflict from a conscious standpoint, you may realize one of the greatest gifts you can offer, expressing love through gifts, is allowing others to be heard. That's taking the stand. All right. You may not agree with their argument, but you are embracing their needs simply by choosing to listen. It's very Libra, very throat chakra, right? Vitality, right? It's in there, this communication. When you listen instead of lash out, you are taking a stand for love. Libra, 7th house. This is making the decision to anchor higher frequencies of light through the demonstration of your ethics, morals, and values instead of matching the unconsciousness of others with equal amounts of aggression. You ask for divine God. If we all knew how to do that from the get-go, this world would not, it would be a very different world. No, this is what humanity has to go through. All of this ridiculous illusion of separation, right? So to be diplomatic, certainly, but to surrender it to something and say, I know that I don't know what to do, but I don't have to choose sides. I can take a stand. And it is a practice. It is a practice. It just is. This mantra is ideal for settling arguments, unraveling passive-aggressive behavior, which is, oh no, you're so right, go ahead, please do go on, right? You know, we've all done it, come on, well, I was raised with that. And releasing your tendency to blame. Because when you blame, you hemorrhage your power, usually to something out here. We're surrendering that this way just seems to work for me, is all I'm saying. All right, I like this reading, because it's if you can get, all right, the human in me, the ego, has no idea necessarily what to do. I mean, it has some ideas, but does it know? K-N-O-W-N-O. No. Because it will do anything it can to survive, right? The ego, and that's not bad, that's just the human condition. But we are immortal souls that come from divine higher selves on heroes' journeys in human bodies. So this feels a little on maybe perhaps the superhero side of things, if you want to go there. But I like it a lot. All right, here we go. Let's do the bless summation, combination of the word blessing and summation, something we came up with over on Patreon. It's stuck. So at the end of the bless summation is the end of the reading, though I sometimes will refer to the cards again, but we're going to talk about Patreon and readings and other cool, goofy stuff. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine, for us beloved Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may we be blessed with all that we need to manifest our heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, the spirit when encountering conflict, not choosing sides but taking a stand, and that itself is a gift. Expressing our love through gifts of hearing someone accelerating their healing that they need to be heard, and certainly calling upon the graceful surrender of an archangel might be very helpful, particularly if there is sort of a, you know, a humanitarian vibe, conflict thing going on here, where someone has no way out, both sides, one side, the other. So certainly to be blessed with that energy and that vitality, that clarity and that communication, to see and expand and communicate expanded possibilities. Of course, what would be required by water, by earth, by air, and by fire and spirit is the guidance that unifies it all. So, whispers from the beings who shine, let your messages be clear and kind, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it, so let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Yeah. I mean, whatever side of the scale you're on this one, divine guidance is the answer. I like this reading a lot. If you liked it, do hit the thumbs up. If you like the new music by Janet Grace Alvarado, hit the thumbs up. If you want more of me here on YouTube, subscribe. If you'd like to know when a video comes out, hit the notification bell. And if you feel like commenting, please do, because I do love a good comment section. I am Venus in Libra, 3rd house. And certainly, if you want a deeper dive, come Patreon on Patreon. Just the coolest thing I've ever done. And I've done a lot of cool stuff. Wait till that book comes out. That's the book we're working on now. The autobiography of my career and my relationship with women. It's an intense one. So yeah, click the link, check it out. My subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, the extensive discount on private sessions with me, spiritual counseling and reading. We have the 2 free 7-day free trials for Seeker and Hero. Seeker and Human. If you want to check us out for a little bit, dip a toe. It's lovely. Get the daily check-ins. You know, just run through the extended readings and jump out the last day if you want. It's fine. I understand. I get why people do that. Blessed be. But if you want to book me for one of them, their private readings, you can go to my website if you like. drawingthecircle.com. A little thing up here. It'll say store. Click on the store. Go in there. You'll see the different things. There's reading packages, spiritual counseling, some digital content if you care to purchase. But there is also a video that I made for it. Booking private sessions with Mal covers everything in about 11 minutes. I say over and over again in the reading, I never turn anybody away because of finances, because I won't. That's a violation of my personal power honor code, and I will never ever do that. I am a witch. Where there is a witch in the way, there is a way. By the way, I got Mal. Do you? I do. I highly recommend it. And you know, whether we Zoom record or any of that, it's all in the video. My mom likes it, so we're keeping it, and I'm probably not going to change my prices again for another 25 years. So you know, we'll see how we go. Other than that, throat chakra. Thank you so much for watching. I like this read for us a lot, but it doesn't surprise me that I'm coughing in my throat chakra right now, because there is a surrender to the divine. Throat chakra, Carolyn Mace, Anatomy of the Spirit, third chakra chapter. Read it, or just the probably 10,000 videos here on YouTube about it. So I love you. Hang in there. I'll say this for myself as well. Heal, hail, farewell. We gotta get some calcite, and blessed be.